We got motherfuckers talking all kinds of shit out here in these streets.
They always have that saying, a new girl turns 18 every day. Hey, there's new 23-year-olds that's gonna be listening to Drake's music, and yeah, he's gonna always be singing about them. I heard Joe Budden when he was talking about his last time, he said, "Why is Drake on a song saying she was 21 and I was blah blah?" Who knows if that's even true? Maybe he's just saying my music is for 21-year-olds, despite what age I am. Blah blah blah. So again, I think to get to where Drake has gotten success wise, I'm not saying everything, but you don't get there. Like, for example, Drake popping out at all these, like, he's courtside. Like, if you think about yesteryear, when we were talking about Jay-Z, when we were talking about Nelly, Ja Rule, you don't get to be the number one guy unless you're doing certain things. It's only now that the number 2 and number 3 drop albums and go play basketball in Ghana and just drop albums and go away. You kind of got to do, you got to fit the bill of being the superstar. Drake is the only one who does that. He pops out at, courtside games. He's going to be having the hot party in town. Again, obviously he's Asian, but I think that's him just trying to continue to be in the position he's in. I think these other guys kind of envy that a bit. What do you say?
So I don't know. The reason why I said it would be weird for him to be jealous of him. Drake's success is enviable, but think about what I'm saying, right? So part of the reason why Kendrick Lamar is because Drake exists. And part of the reason why Drake is who Drake is because Kendrick Lamar exists. Like, anytime you have a foil like that, the existence of the other side of that is necessary to counterbalance it. So if there are guys like Steven Spielberg who are great auteurs, but they make big movies, right? They make E.T., they make War of the Worlds, like that. If you're Spike Lee, or any smaller director that's known for the small movies they make, Wes Anderson, even Stanley Kubrick, if you're any of those guys, either make E.T. or make Jurassic Park, or shut the fuck up about it. You can't be mad that guy will go out there and do that. And obviously, since you're not doing that, you must have a different way that you approach making your films.
I agree.
And so like with Nas and Hove, the thing that was big about them was that Nas was actually saying that the way that Jay-Z is going about being a hip-hop superstar, I don't agree with it. And the way that Hove was saying, the way that Nas is going about doing it, I don't agree with it. Kendrick doesn't drop all the time. Kendrick doesn't latch on to fads. Kendrick doesn't ride what's hot. Kendrick not going to make a trap record. He's not going to change his sound. He's not going to do none of that. That's not a criticism of Drake. That's saying that that's not something he's going to do. There has to be somebody that's not going to do that. That person's going to win all the awards. Drake might win all of the fans. So if he was jealous of Drake because Drake was the biggest rapper in the world, it wouldn't make any sense. He only drops once every 4 or 5 years. So if he would want to be the biggest rapper in the world, then I would think that he would change his style, just like Drake, right? If Drake wanted to win all the Grammys and win the Pulitzer Prize and do all of that, I would think that he would make songs about something other than, like, surface level heartbreak or shit for the clubs or stuff like. I would think he would make songs that people found a little bit more important.
I think Drake has accepted that, because if you go back to his lyrics, he said, "Listen, I could have all your fans." He's talking to Kendrick. "I could have all your fans if I didn't go pop and I stayed on some conscious shit."
But I don't think he could, though. So, but here's the thing, though. I think he says that. But I don't think he could.
He also stopped submitting his music for even Grammy considerations and other things, and
because he was losing. So what I'm saying is, I don't think Drake could be Kendrick, and I don't think Kendrick could be Drake. And that's what I'm talking about. And like, Cole is right there, kind of in the middle of them. But I don't think either guy could be either guy, which is why something like this is kind of styles makes fights. With Drake, what you just said, and it's interesting to see how streaming changes this, because no one's been on top as long as Drake has been on top, and part of that is because of streaming. Streaming allows you to have that foothold for a longer time. But I can tell you one thing: Drake has gotten, for as much criticism as he's gotten, he's also gotten an inordinate amount of leeway from hip hop fans. Like, more leeway, more grace than anyone has ever gotten.
Whoa, explain. Whoa, explain, please.
Okay, so look. in the past, they wouldn't have accepted a rapper that had a ghostwriting situation. They wouldn't have accepted a rapper who got blitzed by somebody and then didn't respond back. They wouldn't have accepted a rapper who was as emotional as Drake. They wouldn't have accepted a rapper. But to be honest with you, his continued success and just the quality of what he's put out over time, he really beat hip-hop into submission. He made hip-hop accept him. And they were waiting, a lot of people, waiting to not have to accept him anymore. They were waiting. Drake, for as much as people say about Drake took everything he ever got. He took it just by hits, making songs. You're like, man, I like that record. I don't know if I should, but I like that record. I like it. I connect to it for some reason. But it was never quite, people are like, well, why does he sound like a Jamaican now? Well, why does he sound like he's from England now? Do we do that? So he's with Future now, so now he's doing that. Like, is that something that can be done? He broke all the rules, and people like their rules. They like them. They don't like people that come in and don't play the game the same way that the generations in the past have done. They like it. They're looking for a reason to say, hey, you're not like us. And one last thing I'll say, and then I'd be interested to see what you say about this. Drake's run also coincides. Drake is a fantastic artist, very nice guy. His run also coincides with one of the most tumultuous times in Black American culture. You're talking about the death of Freddie Gray. You're talking about Trayvon Martin. You're talking about all of this stuff happened. And he didn't make himself an ally to that. And that's something that the rappers on top have never done. They've never just been like, okay, all of this stuff is going on in the ghetto, in the hood, and all of this stuff, and I just kind of don't care. I'm just going to keep you dancing. Like, it was different. Like, it was different. And now I think this is kind of some hating shit, but not from Kendrick. I think Kendrick really, really despises the existence of somebody like Drake. He doesn't like the fact that guy who doesn't have the experience or doesn't give the requisite care to the culture that he would say exists and is that big. And I don't think he likes that. And I don't think Drake likes Kendrick. I don't think he said in the rhyme, he said, Kendrick opened his mouth like, we got to give him a Grammy. That's some hater shit. So I think they both kind of resent the existence of the other person, if I'm being honest.
I honestly think that Drake wanted to be cool and friends with Kendrick. I think Kendrick genuinely didn't like him. And at a point when no, I'm serious. Hey, listen. You know, think about this. Why the fuck does Drake put Kendrick on his first album with the interlude? Kendrick at that point is nobody. Like, in the eyes of Drake drops Take Care. After Thank Me Later, he's now seen as the prodigy. People are saying this guy might be one of them. Why give Kendrick an alley-oop? Like, that's what people don't like. Why bring that nigga on tour? Like, why do these things if you had a genuine hate for the nigga? Yo, even up until a couple months ago, why even reach out to ask the nigga to be on first person shooter if you really don't like him? Like,
to son him.
Huh?
To son him.
To son him?
So let me. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Acting like you don't know this. You know, like, so you know what? I heard somebody say something that was like super astute about Drake a while ago, and it was when Drake got on the song with Lil Baby. What's the name of that record?
Is it Once of These or Girls Want Girls?
Nah, it's the one where Lil Baby comes and he goes, Yes indeed. It's Yes Indeed. I heard somebody say this is the first time that Drake got on the track with a new artist, and the new artist delivered a verse as good as Drake's.
That is true. That was rare. I've acknowledged that too. Go ahead.
You said that. Yeah. I got that from you.
Yeah, all right, cool.
And so you said that. And so really, Drake works with everybody. He does. But part of the reason why he works with everyone, number one, is to capitalize on that person's wave, which is smart. It's not that's smart.
He learned it from Jay.
And another way to do it is to
hold on. He learned it from Jake, who he acknowledged.
That's it's cool. Well, I'm not saying, look,
Jay did the same thing to Jeezy. Are we not lying?
No, I mean, he did the same thing to Jeezy. Also, I will say this. Yeah, it's actually kind of exactly the same thing. Well, yeah. It is because when Trap came in, it was a different way to talk your drug talk, and it was like Jay had to connect with those guys because he didn't want to become the obsolete model of what was being talked about with the street rap and stuff like that. He connected with those guys. But what I'm saying is with Drake, yeah, he wanted to. I think a lot of that stuff is dope. But if you think about some of these records, man, I mean, Travis Scott's a huge artist. Sicko Mode is a Drake record, right? Like a lot of these records, they become Drake records. You know this. And so sizing these guys up is good for Drake. Kendrick probably wants to exist without him. He doesn't want to be on a song with him that everybody likes. Because he says it to himself, no matter what the narrative, I'm that nigga.
Yeah.
And
I think that's
why. You can't be that nigga. Huh?
I think that's whack. I'm gonna tell you why. Go back to Young Thug.
You don't think it's whack. You're one of the most competitive people.
Hold on.
Ever.
Well, hating on his approach. Go back to Young Thug, right? Like again, we all acknowledge Drake's style of, hey, you know, he embraces. I mean, again, he learned it from Jay, but he embraces the reason why he put his hand around Baby is like right off, coming off fresh off freestyle. Says rather than have people even think you're going to be a competitor, I'm going to be seen with you. Okay? And that was dope. Again, that's a Jay-like move. I look at people like Kendrick who don't do that, and I'm like, why would you have a problem when someone does do it or is doing it to, like, even if it's for some selfish reasons? Because think about what Thug said on the Breakfast Club. You know what he said? Man, a lot of these guys, they're already successful. We need that alley-oop. And he said Drake was everyone's OG because he's the only one who will give the newer artists, who will look down, give the newer artists a feature that could probably help that artist to Cole, Drake, and Dot. That shit probably doesn't matter if you do a feature or not. To them, it could probably put them in a different stratosphere. So again, crazy, I have to look at what Drake has done in that realm and say, that's actually not only good for him, it's good for the artist. When Kendrick, who doesn't really interact with new artists, period, you kind of stall the culture. Like, you don't pass the ball. Like, a nigga who only drops music, only collaborates with his cousin, and then does not interact with hip-hop on any type of generational like level, like, yo, what are we doing?
Peace of mind.
Well, okay, so I mean, look, I think that's an interesting point, but I also think it's just a fundamentally different way to look at like your career and what it is that you're supposed to do. Number one, I think it's dope to get on tracks with every new person that you can, and I think a lot of times that squashes a lot of the bad blood in the game.
I think Cole started doing it, by the way, because
Cole started doing it later on. At first, Cole wouldn't work with nobody, but Cole started doing it later on, right? And look, I think it's dope. And Kendrick works with people, right? But I not new artists like Drake, right? But I think it's also because number one, there's probably a little bit more. Drake is a chameleon. Like, he can get on a record with anybody, right? Because he can melody you. I mean, Drake is jumping on songs with Summer Walker and Jhené Aiko, like everybody. He'll jump on your record, right?
Hey,
but it's also because, but hold on, but it's also because he's playing with his sound. Because his sound, honestly, is more malleable to different types of music. He has a more digestible sound. For Kendrick Lamar to keep the potency of his artistry going, for him to continue to do things the way he's doing it, he probably can't dilute what he's doing like that. He really has to mean it. And so it's never going to be as many. Like, there's plenty of artists from back in the day, all kinds of different artists that their art is very central and they're very insular with it, and they don't really move outside of it. That's okay too. That's why I say the different things. I don't think it's bad for the culture that someone only wants to make records and write with their team. I don't think that's bad at all. I think it's good for the culture that Drake has gotten a lot of people a lot of looks. But Kendrick is far from he's far from being the only person that didn't want that. XXXTentacion didn't want the Drake stimulus package. Kodak Black didn't want the Drake stimulus package. There've been a lot of other people that have looked. Bryson Tiller didn't want the Drake stimulus package. There've been a lot of other people that were like,
wait. I don't know if Bryson didn't want it. I think Bryson just didn't want to sign. Hey, you know, the saying goes, you either die a hero or you live long enough to be the villain, and that's where Drake's at. He's the villain, right? So in 2013, when he hops on, well, actually 2012, when he hops on a young guy out of Atlanta who just got shysted by another rapper whose name was YC, who never turned out to be nothing, and was basically, he was told by that other artist, it's not your song, go make another hit. The guy comes with another song, Drake jumps on it, it's a huge stimulus package, that rapper becomes Future. You know what is said at that point? That's a Drake stimulus package. He finds 3 guys out of Atlanta, Gwinnett County to be specific. They got a popular song. They already had a local movement. He makes them national because the remix and the verse he drops is historic. They become the Migos. It's the Drake stimulus package, right? Perfect. That's what it is in 2013. In 2014,
I will say this real quick. I will say this. All those artists that you're talking about, there have been also other artists that Drake's jumped on their records. I mean, all of those artists have become who they are because of what they've been able to deliver. Future cultivated a fan base so crazy that him and Drake fell out, and Drake still came back with Future because Future was the hottest thing, hotter than Drake at a time. Right? Migos still had a music that got people, because there's plenty of people that like Block Boy JB. Drake jump on a record with him. Now, no disrespect to Block Boy JB or to some of these other people. What I'm saying is like,
but it's not.
He didn't. These people have had movements, and these people been great, but it's like it's a stretch to say. He didn't want to say that Drake made these guys.
No. That was not the point I was even trying to make. I was trying to showcase that Drake was instrumental in giving an alley-oop. These guys are great on their own. No.
You're right.
What I was talking about was the optics, right? So at that point, like, I remember even me determining it. Like, I remember I was doing YouTube videos. I said, this is the Drake stimulus package, right? That was 2013. Fast forward about like 2018, 2019, or actually even a little bit earlier, the idea of Drake helping a new artist turned from a stimulus package to culture vulturing. He's trying to ride a wave. He's trying to soak up your wave. Don't you understand? You get what I'm saying? That's why I'm using the reference.
Where he essentially takes an interpolation of somebody else's record that had just jumped on, and then takes that and takes it to the number one. It started to cost different artists a little bit. And also, Drake started becoming a chameleon and getting on these songs with these artists and then sounding like them. And so it stopped being a Drake stimulus package when Drake started jumping on different trends from all over the place that people were on. Then people started to ask, well, okay, if Drake is a grime artist now, or if Drake is a trap artist now, we're not talking about you getting on there and doing So Far Gone or doing Furthest Thing or doing anything. We're talking about now you're sounding like these people. You're switching your shit up. Like, people start to wonder, is it about the artist or is it about Drake? And really, to be honest with you, it doesn't matter who it's about, because it's as long as everyone is winning from it, it's good for everybody. But if you're if you then get in a conversation with someone about pure artistry, people are going to ask, well, what do you care about when you're making music? Like, is there something deeper to care about? And I'll tell you what, bro, what you're saying about that Dark Knight situation is always true, but people always want the music to mean something. They always want to be able to say, and I'm not saying Drake's music hasn't meant anything. It's meant something to me. You know what I mean? People think I'm a Drake hater. I'm not at all. I think Drake is an amazing talent. But I do think for a 37-year-old man, right, at this particular point, like, I don't have no problem from a social perspective with the nail painting and the barrettes and all of that stuff. I don't have a problem with that. Like, people express themselves in different ways. It's not a normative thing that makes me have a problem with it. But it is kind of odd. Like, it is kind of odd for him to want to dress like Yachty. Yo, he's 37 years old. And when you start to get to that point, it makes you start to look at everything else that's in the music and everything else about him and go, well, who is he really? Because, like, you can't tell me.
Hey, are you bringing up the point that I've seen a bunch of people bring up, basically saying that you don't like the fact that he's not aging appropriately with his music and his style and maybe lifestyle?
I don't have no problem with nothing.
Out age
it's just
I'm just curious. You must like.
I pointed out because
I'm not saying you personally care, but like
I pointed out because
you think it's irregular.
Like if Hov right now made a whole trap album, I'd be like, nah, it's Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? It's not like when you look at how Nas and Jay-Z, how the rest of these guys have aged, they're making great music. Now, less people care about their music because it's not in the zeitgeist of music that people are really into right now. But these guys a lot of guys are aging really well in hip-hop and making really great stuff. And they're in a really good creative place. But to me, there is a way that you comport yourself when you got some more years on you. And at a certain point, you do have to let it go. If I was going to make one criticism of Drake that I think I would make from seeing him these last couple of years is that it seems as if the most important part of Drake's identity is being a rap star. He wasn't. It seems like he was searching for acceptance until he was a rap star.
Or maybe he just likes to be a rapper and he wants to be the best. Why would we talk about Drake? It's always he lacks an identity. He needs acceptance. He's never been cool. Like they treat him like oh, he used to get bullied in high school and now he's finally cool. No, maybe he likes rap. He likes the idea of being the number one rapper. What that allows. The competitive nature, the fact that there's always new people and new generations that come in and the sound changes, and he likes to live up to that challenge. What's wrong with that?
Nothing. But the question is, what will you do to be able to do it, right? So Drake had, this is for hip hop, whatever. Some people may care about this, some people don't. Drake had whole other people writing his music, right? He got in the battle where he bullied one guy and then got in another battle when one guy stepped up too much for him and he couldn't go to that next level that people want. And I'm older. And there's going to become a point in everybody's life, no matter what it is that you're doing, to where who you are is going to have to matter. And that's for anybody doing anything, man. I'll give you an example real quick. Somebody who I have a lot of respect for. Will Smith played the nicest, most unassuming guy in Hollywood for X amount of years. Right? Everything that happens, I can handle it. 6'4" nigga from New Orleans want to drop dick off of my wife. Cool. It's all cool. One day, Will Smith fucking snapped. One day, who Will was and what he's actually going through, what he actually gives to people, who you're trying to be. Remember, I had 9 years in the trenches of TMZ, seeing people trying to hide who they are. Who you really are, it's going to come to the surface. People, either it's going to be pulled out of you in some way, or you're just going to run out of gas trying to be something other than what you are. And he walked up on that stage and he smacked the shit out of that man that really didn't do him nothing. And so all I'm saying is with a guy like Drake, it's really not this deep. He can make music and do whatever he wants for a long time. But at a certain point, it is going to be crazy to be... I could name you 10 other rappers right now that's 40, 41, 42. And we don't want to hear that shit that you was rapping about when you was 29 no more. Don't matter how dope the record is. If it's the same shit, I'm like, nigga, where your kids at? What can you... I'm different. Are you different? You know what I'm saying?
And by the way, so here's my counter to that. Usually, and you're right, but the culture usually dictates that, right? Like, so for example, an arch enemy of mine at this point, like Meek Mill is 40 rapping about him being a gangster while we know he's giving speeches while he's reading. Well, he could barely read. He's trying to read off a piece of paper. No, I'm serious. So when he talks about he got his niggas with switches spinning blocks and he's killing niggas, it sounds unbelievable. The culture itself has looked at Meek and just said, your lifestyle who you are as a person does not match his content, it doesn't come across authentic anymore,
That's all
we're gonna
because
reject
you
it.
don't like
Meek
him.
Mill sold 4,000 records last time. With Drake, it doesn't appear that the culture has really done that to him yet. However, I
That's
see
because
talking
he
heads
has
and other
women
people
fans,
trying to
you
impose it on you.
dumb
Bro, you're getting
fuck.
too old. I
Shut
think
the fucking
the
Hennessy,
culture will
bro.
reject Drake
You don't
at the point it
understand
feels inauthentic. Right? I think
95%
the
of his
moment that,
fans are
okay,
females.
Yachty
He's
helped and
not no
influenced
fucking
songs
bar
like
spitter for real.
Jumbotron shit poppin', right? He influenced
He's just a
like
bar
even
spitter because
his
the
last
majority of
album, well,
rappers
actually her
rap
lost a
on
lot.
a lower tier
The moment them records don't work,
frequency.
the moment whatever he's trying to do doesn't work, Drake is done.
He's
But
already
That's what
done.
I'm saying.
but while it still works, I don't think it's on anybody to be telling Drake to switch it up.
You're the only
It's still
one on
working.
his
No,
dick,
no, no,
bro.
no. As long as you don't
And
switch
you're the
nothing up
voice right
until
now.
it still works.
You're
If you're in
the
the boxing
only
ring and you
one
jab
on
50
his
times,
dick.
and you hit somebody 50
You
times with a
saving
jab,
this nigga like people didn't
and
like 6ix9ine.
and you keep jabbing them. Don't switch up anything that's
You're
going on until it
saving
don't
them,
work no
dude.
more.
And you were doing
Like,
it with
I don't understand why
6ix9ine
basketball
till you
people
knew
do that sometimes. If
that it
you're
was
somewhere
over with
and you run
and
it,
y'all weren't
and you
making
run a
no
play
money
and the play
together.
runs and the play works
So
6
you
times, keep going back on
overseas,
until
you
they
ain't
stop it.
fucking with him and
The
in love
culture will
with
probably
him
never
and
get,
dealing with him no
will
more.
probably never reject Drake, but they might tire of him. And
Well,
so
we're waiting for that point.
But even if that doesn't happen, I think that won't change some observations of who he is and what he's doing. I honestly,
We know
I've kind
Drake
of,
is an
you know, I'm
entertainer.
44
We know
now.
he can
I've kind
rap.
of
We know
moved
he can
past
sing.
some of that music,
But
but
we
some of
don't
it's
want
still
to hear
dope.
him no more,
And-
man.
and like,
so-
Fuck the
and by the way,
light-skinned nigga from Canada,
Can I
alright?
also say, and I know, Chad, some of y'all gonna say IQ compromise, yo, you glazing, but listen, I'm
We don't
only
need
pointing
him
out
to
things
shape
that,
the
listen, logically,
culture
if you have a
no more.
response to it, cool. But let me
Go
ask you this
somewhere,
question.
bro.
Future,
Like
who's like
Eminem.
43, 44.
Go somewhere.
His content,
and
no one
sit
is
your
telling him,
ass
yo,
down
Future,
and
it's
leave
time to
rap
grow up.
alone.
You rapping about bitches ain't shit. You're 40 fucking 4, nigga. You need to grow the fuck up. Stop rapping about being a drug addict and running through bitches. But here's the thing. This is why people treat Future as like a genre. Future, you go to for toxic raps. You go to Future for the objectification of women, if that's what you're into. My argument has always been, it's the same with Drake. If you be in your feelings 2 a.m. and driving, crying over the steering wheel, that's where Drake comes in. You get your heart broken, something like that's where his music has always came in. Why are we now, and only specifically, we can't name another artist. I can name you 5 of these niggas who's pushing 40 that their content, and again,
Mary J.
I'm talking about the ones who still are like their
Monica,
content's still working. We're not telling them they should change before it stops working. But we're trying to say that to Drake.
Okay, good point. Well, that's what I would say. Heavy is the head that lies the crown. Drake is the number one guy. So being that he's the number one guy, he's not. Future is a huge rapper, but he's a niche rapper. Future is almost a mascot for a certain lifestyle.
Niggas,
Fly you out to the
Future is
studio.
a top 5 rapper. You say
He is, but he's a top. When I say he's niche, I mean the subject matter is niche. No one. Future is a hot artist, but not an important one. Right?
No,
he's an important one from the standpoint of what he means to the fabric of the sound.
Drug
like,
user
no one
music.
expects.
That's
Future
it.
wouldn't have to hide
He is
anything.
not no.
Like Future could right now. We could pop up right now, and Future could get like 5 women pregnant, and like they could all drop kids like mixtapes next year. Nobody would care. That would matter to Drake and to Drake fans because Drake is a little bit more corporate. He's a little bit. It's expected that Drake is going to comport himself in a different way. Future is free from that. What you're saying about the Asian rappers is definitely true. You have more rappers getting older. Now all of them. Some of them really just got started in terms of what we know from them. Some of them really just got hot rapping about the stuff that they're rapping about. I think Drake's been doing what he's doing for a long time, which is another thing. And people are wondering if there's a curveball or another gear. It's not like it's a fair criticism. but it is a criticism that every single artist goes through. For example, Leonardo DiCaprio been fucking 25-year-old, 23-year-old supermodels for a long time. People are starting to ask the question now. This dude is 50 years old. People are starting to ask the question now, is this weird?
To do
is it weird for him? It wasn't weird when he was 30. It wasn't weird when he was 35. It wasn't weird when he was 40. It wasn't weird when he was 45. But now when you see Leonardo DiCaprio at 49 or 50, and this is not me commenting on his lifestyle, I'm just saying these are the questions that people will ask. People start wondering, was it the same? Drea Michelle has been living her life for a long time. Her having a relationship with somebody who is in their first or second year playing basketball, it's not that big of a deal. It's only big of a deal to people, not necessarily to me, but to people, if she's 40 and she's doing it. Because people start to go, okay, well, now Drea's older, the people are still young. Is there some sort of thing that she's wielding over them that's untoward? I don't happen to believe that, but people are going to ask those questions. And they're going to ask those questions about Drake more than they would Future, because they take Drake more seriously than they take Future. Future is a great artist, a dope artist, but like they don't take Future as seriously as they take Drake. And because
this is why you're a very cerebral thinking type of guy. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man, I really think we're evading the point. I think the big difference with the Future and the Drake, it's not corporate shit, because Drake is still rapping about meeting girls and you see him out with random girls. I think niggas is tired of this motherfucker winning. Like, they're tired of him winning. Like, he's been at the top, and I think people even want to, I think they're trying to shame him into either, yo, go settle down and fall back for a while. Because he just hasn't fallen back. If we compare Drake to the last person, his predecessor, that was, maybe in that position, and we're not talking about Kanye's just Kanye, but Kanye went through a lot of shit that, when he was at his peak, you know what I mean, he kind of fell back a bunch and then kind of almost turned to fashion center. When Wayne was, when Drake hit around like 2013, 2014, people were comparing him to Wayne on his run 2008, 2009. You know what Wayne did? Wayne went to jail, and Wayne actually just fell back.
Real Compton flow. You had to shut it down and let this nigga out of nowhere come and y'all do a debate that ain't got nothing to do with the music
wanted to sit on the crown for 10 years.
So you can just save your boy.
Next never have an opportunity to do it.
The landscape was different.
Even like
okay,
you,
so
man.
I think people are tired of the same king. They're tired of the same king.
Well, it's the audience might not be tired of it. There probably people in the culture that are tired of it. And look,
trying to teach
what's
us
happening to
about
Drake right now is not so much different than what's happening to other people that have been like on top like that.
Make a motherfucker
the only thing is, and this is the last question, the final question that I have. Drake doesn't have to be a fundamental purist hip hop artist.
Like
he doesn't. He never has been.
Get canceled for talking about
he's good at everything. He's a great rapper. He's a great writer. Now, everybody gonna get mad when I say that. I'm assuming that most of the stuff that Drake is rapping, he's written. People think because what happened with Quinn happened that he didn't write anything. I think we all know that Drake is a good writer, right? So he's great at it. He's got a great ear for melody. He's also got a great ear for talent and talent around him and records that he might need to take from people and record for himself. Everybody in that position does that, right? What I would say is this, though. Does Drake have enough fundamental hip-hop credibility, talent, and like gumption and wherewithal left to be in a situation with people who are more closely aligned with fundamental hip-hop shit? Just beats and rhymes, just rapping. Just dropping your nuts, just rapping. Not hiding behind the niggas around you. Not hiding behind anything that you've created. Just the fundamentals of hip-hop. Does he care enough about it, and does he have enough about that to outlast somebody that's what they all about? If this was a pop music back and forth thing, then it would already be ready to be over. But this is the essence of hip-hop.
I don't even like what you're saying. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I think Drake could rap with anybody, but you know where we're comparing now. who's more pro-black, who cares more about the culture, who identifies with the very core tenets of the culture. Like duh, it's gonna be Kendrick. The light-skinned Canadian nigga who's half black, half white, who's had an experience that's really is multifaceted, and yes, of course, for some, if you don't like him, yeah, you're gonna call him a culture vulture. When his experience of growing up was going to go chill with his father in Memphis, and maybe that was, he was going from city to city or going to different places, and he was picking up little pieces of the culture, rather than Kendrick Lamar, who's, just a black American who grew up in Compton and saw shit from a very different perspective and didn't have a mom who was white. So again, we're talking about shit that a nigga can't change. What do you want to do?
But you understand though? Can't just say one thing. Yeah. You're Jamaican, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you realize
we need somebody?
I can't go to Jamaica right now and start making reggae music or dancehall music. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'm as black as they fucking come.
We need DJ
black, full black grandparents, the whole nine. I can't go to Jamaica right now and start making dancehall or reggae music and just fall into it and then learn Jamaican culture. I can't do that. Hip hop is the only form of expression. Give me another one.
Please let him go.
Reggae. Exactly what you're saying. You might can't go to Jamaica.
Who? Let me ask you a question. Who is the biggest American reggae artist of all time?
Well, I wouldn't know off the top of my head because I don't give a fuck about it. But let me tell you this.
Because there isn't. But no. You know why though? No. Because there isn't one. Because that's those people's music.
No, and that's not true. I'm telling you this because this is an ongoing conversation. The Marley family is always on the charts. They stream well. But if you look, because by the way, even other countries subscribe to the Billboard charts. And the Billboard charts, when it comes to reggae, is usually these white bands. I swear to you, I promise you. Go look it up. It's these white bands. A lot of them are European. They play reggae music as if it was authentic. They're just not from the culture. They're not from Jamaica.
What I'm telling you is those types of. I know exactly what you're talking about. I get it. I'm not saying that other people don't do the music, but what I'm saying is that those people are never going to be accepted by the people who the music is fundamental to them as being at the top of reggae, right? And when people talk about Black Americans and gatekeeping, Black Americans really don't gatekeep at all. If you're good at it and you have the right cosigns, you can come in and we'll fuck with you. We'll fuck with you no matter what you're doing. If you Justin Timberlake and you dancing like Michael Jackson, if you Eminem and you rapping like the other guys, whatever you're doing, we'll fucking until that didn't really happen with Eminem, until in some kind of way you besmirch that culture where there seems to be something off about you. I'm not saying that that's happening with Drake, but what I'm saying is that when you're telling me that Drake didn't grow up in a certain way, that Drake didn't do all of that's cool, all of that's fine, all of that's great. He's black. I interviewed his daddy before. Drake black, right? The way that I understand it.
Well, Kendrick is trying to
he would never have
Kendrick is saying that Drake isn't culturally black, and that's the thing.
If it wasn't for She's Hot right now.
If I said this on How I Learned It. There's a Supreme Court justice named Amy Coney Barrett. And when they adopted a young black lady. Now, when you look at her, when you see the picture of Amy Coney Barrett's family, look at the girl's hair. Look at her. Look at the kid's hair. That kid don't know how to do her hair. They don't know how to do her hair. She's not. There's no one to teach her how to do her hair. There's not going to be anyone to teach her the tenets, the cultural rules, or the shortcuts or the beauty of the culture. She is black and she will not grow up culturally black. If you want to say that Drake did not grow up culturally black and therefore there are some things about black culture that Drake might not understand, that's a fair criticism.
Black Americans,
just
Black Americans,
because Black American culture is what we're talking about because we're talking about hip hop.
Okay.
They have to exist too.
Which is why I brought up reggae, because even though I'm black, I'm not going to be accepted.
What?
Just going in there and interloping into reggae just because I'm black. I'm not going to be accepted opening up a Jamaican restaurant or saying I got the best jollof rice because I'm black. There are things that we share, and there are things that are different. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, all right, I'm following.
Yeah, but look, I'm gonna get out of here. But look, bro, you're doing a good job running interference for OVO. I'm very proud.
Hey, I'm absolutely not doing that. Hey, listen. Let me tell you this. As of about last week, and I've been really like, this has consumed my entire life. But I mean, it's always has. But like, I realize that this moment might not be replicated for any time soon. And I've made it a mission, and I've even said it today. I said, listen, I don't want this to be academics and his bias tries to do A, B, and C. I'm trying to get every voice. I even said, if there's individuals or personalities or people who are involved and are relevant to the hip-hop conversation, that even if I don't get along with the platform, I don't even think this platform and all the power that I feel is within it right now belongs solely to me. And I've actually offered it to say, hey, I don't care if me and whoever gets along. I'd rather, hey, just give you the platform for you to get another point of view out, because this is a unique time. And I've always just remembered, like, even when, going back to look at Jay-Z and Nas, a lot of people looked at a Hot 97 poll. You get what I mean? And if I'm going to be a part of the platform that is in any shape or form that influences this battle, I want to do my very best to try to be neutral, even beyond my personal.
Oh my God!
bias.
Can you, bro? I'm telling you, are you telling me right now that
a lying
academics, bro? That sounds like some, dare I say, maturity, bro? No, are you realizing the weight of your platform? What the fuck is going on?
No.
This is not.
I realized it recently, but I realized it recently because I don't think the majority of people here showing up are just like chat niggas who want to just see act. I think they're hip hop fans wanted to see the conversation
in a different way. Like people are taking you seriously, and you have a big voice. People calling you to break records. It's a lot of people around there, just to be honest, that's maybe a little shaky about how this whole thing elevated you. And, we're going to be toxically competitive no matter what happens. So,
and by the way, I've seen a couple people talk shit, and trust me, you know me, I would have went in on them. I forgave them all. And I actually am inviting them to come on here to, listen, don't think that I'm trying to own the discussion. I actually want to lend the platform. This is why, like, again, I got my shit off. I'm gonna do my little lyric breakdown, my this, my that. But I could just sit here and rant and rave and try to like twist and contort maybe a narrative that I want to push. But I think it's important that I try to call everybody in my contact list. And I don't know too many people. I know you. I know my man called Cherry. Should I hit Joe? I want to get Elliot Wilson on here. No, Charlamagne was on yesterday. But I do know there are other people who maybe we don't see eye to eye, or maybe we never communicate. I just want to open it up to them, because I could easily be like, all right, got you fuckers. Like, yeah, you niggas need. Nah, but I think this moment's way bigger than me. I honestly really feel so.
I agree. That's dope as shit, bro. All right, well, man, good. But look, keep doing your shit. I know you don't want to hear it, but it's actually a level up. Like, it's dope to see. It's dope to see, because look, everybody talk about whether or not beef is good for the game or whatever like that. But the reality is, all of this energy and excitement and conversation around hip hop, man, that affects you and your career. If we still had magazines and publications, it would affect them. We don't really have them. It affects the media. It's very important that for the game to be healthy, that the game is talked about and people are into it. I'm not in hip hop media. I'm literally just a fan. But even with me, I can feel the energy. So keep capitalizing on that shit, bro.
All right. Thank you, bro.
No problem, man. Peace.
Let's see who won.
All right. Yeah, chat. I stand on that absolutely. Like, this moment we're having now, when I look up and I see 100,000 people watching, like, again, I think I'm entertaining, but I don't think I'm that entertaining. I think you guys are here for actual conversations, and yeah, I might have a little bias, which this is the reason why I'm trying to reach out to everybody else to counter it. right? Like, I would love to have voices just to balance out, you know, the narrative or the platform. Okay. All right. Yeah, we might get Carl. By the way, my man Carl Cherry, I seen him tweet out recently. It looks like, yo, the DSP games are actually. Let me try to get Carl on right now. The DSP games are on. So apparently, and by the way, he's working. So I don't know if he's like, is he at the crib working or he's at Spotify headquarters? He says Kendrick not like us and meet the Grams.
I can see why Canelo wants to. That's the round. Canelo Alvarez black. He blacked the Mexican legends from coming to this fight because he know he'll want them in the media asking real questions. Munguia has no ring IQ, Rio Red Queen,
Yeah.
Canelo is fighting him for that reason. He knows the man has not been around long enough at this level. This is Munguia's first pay-per-view fight. But Canelo didn't block the old school Mexican legends from showing up because he knows they're going to ask real questions. Why are you ducking David Benavidez? 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 Why are you ducking David Benavidez?
Here's the proof in the pudding.
Why is Canelo scared of David Benavidez? Canelo Alvarez fans know that he's scared of David Benavidez. Canelo is scared of Benavidez. Canelo fears Benavidez. Just know that. All right, here we go. Round number 9. Canelo comes out
Wow.
immediately, trying to drop him, but it didn't land. 1-1-2 from Munguia. Yeah. We know why. Yeah, you know, matter of fact, I like that. We know why he ducking him. Nice hook from Munguia, but Canelo caught it quick. 1-2 from Munguia. Munguia he's just not ready for an experienced guy like Canelo. Canelo does have a lot of experience. I think the way to beat Canelo is like, see, that's how you gotta fight Canelo. Just attack him, uppercuts, hooks, and everything. Munguia caught him with a nice little left hook. Canelo does not like pressure, like what Bebo gave him. Come on, Munguia, bro, you gotta step to him, dog. Nice 1-2 from Munguia. Nice 1-2 again from Munguia. Munguia is fighting back, and Canelo caught him with a 1-2. Nice uppercut for Canelo Alvarez, and barely touched Munguia's head. Body shot for Canelo. 1-2 from Munguia. 1-2 from Munguia. Body shot for Canelo. Jab from Munguia. Canelo just loading up on the hooks, but he missed it. Body shot for Canelo Alvarez. Hook for Canelo Alvarez. 1-2 for Canelo. 1-2-3 for Canelo. Hook for Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is starting to just load up. He's going for the kill. Out of gas. Munguia turn.
Wow.
Canelo is loading up on everything he throws. Body shot for. What is y'all doing, dog? Munguia went low, and the referee is giving Canelo Alvarez a break.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Jaime Munguia just let Canelo hit him with a hook. He's like, go ahead, get you one. That was dumb. You never want to take 1-2 for Jaime Munguia. 1-2-3 for Munguia. Nice hooks for Jaime Munguia. Munguia is doing good, but he don't got the power to keep Canelo off him, though. Munguia don't hit that hard, it look like. Yo, nice hooks for Jaime Munguia. He got Canelo on the ropes. Canelo turns, some smart move from Canelo. And Canelo got him in a headlock. Munguia's doing a lot better this round, though. I say Munguia's winning this round. He's doing more to win the round. Nice jab for Jaime Munguia. He cracked Canelo Alvarez with that. They both, Canelo go for the body shot. Nice hook for Canelo. Triples up on the jab for Jaime Munguia. Munguia goes to the body. Canelo loads up with the left with the right hand. Munguia on the fake. Munguia gotta keep your hands up, bro. Keep him up, keep him up.
What fucking round is this? It's gotta be 11.
Like Mayweather did him.
It's
Canelo
11.
Alvarez just kind of waiting. That's the round. Vet versus rookie is the story
Is this
of
the
fight.
last round?
Yeah, the wood. Vet versus rookie. Hold on, let me turn this down. Based off what I'm seeing, I'm gonna give y'all my assessment so far. It looks like Munguia is just too inexperienced. He's never been under these lights. but he is fighting like he got a lot of heart. He got dropped once, but that was a good timing by Canelo. Canelo is a veteran. There goes Gervonta Davis in the crowd. And there goes David Benavidez in the crowd. Tank Davis and David Benavidez in the same shot. They showing Gervonta Davis the face of boxing.
They've been hanging out with each other.
But we know why they're not putting the camera directly on David Benavidez. 1, 2
Oh,
for
he'll
Canelo
be up there. He'll probably get in the ring.
Canelo like, bro, I would stop this motherfucker. Benavidez versus Canelo for Christmas. I don't think Canelo will do that. David gonna crash the party. Yo, Karina, I hope he doesn't. I hope that David Benavidez walks into that ring. I hope he does. I hope they lift the man up. I hope we'll see. Of course, David jumping in the ring. Yeah. Yo, Beto. Right.
Yeah, he's gonna jump in the ring.
Canelo. I hope so. Here we go. Round number 10.
10? I thought this was 11.
Round number 10 for me. I don't know what y'all got. Canelo on a jab.
Where we going? 12 rounds?
Nice jab. Hey, see, when Munguia throws the jab, he lands. He just don't have the power to really hurt Canelo like that. 1, 2 for Canelo, but Munguia gets out the way. Munguia is doing a good job of catching Canelo's left hook, which is probably one of his best punches. Canelo does have a good left hook, but Munguia is catching it. And they both clinch up. The referee separates them. It looks like body shot, body shot, body shot, body shot. Yo, Canelo just ate a good left hook by Munguia.
Wow.
Triples up another left hook by Munguia. Canelo just ate 3 left hooks, but it looked like Canelo's chin got that clenbuterol in it, so yeah, Canelo still got a good chin. Another hook from Munguia. Munguia is working, y'all, but he just don't have enough power to connect. He's not really hurting Canelo. Munguia is doing good, man. He's not doing bad. He don't have it. He don't got that strength, that real good strength. It looked like he's just used to being a middleweight, and body shot for Canelo.
I can't do that shit no more, man.
Jab, jab, jab.
I'm done with it. I'm done with that shit. I can't take no more young motherfuckers walking up to me telling me what. Nah,
he can just
man.
counter at will. And he has enough experience to see the young man just being fast, and he knows when to shell up and when not to shell up. Munguia popping jabs at Canelo's high guard. That's all I see. Nice hook from Munguia. He's trying to work, but Canelo already sees it. He knows Munguia's patterns. He knows what combinations he throws. Canelo Alvarez has officially figured out Jaime Munguia, and there is nothing Munguia can do to possibly hurt or beat Canelo. I see Canelo possibly hurting him in these last 2 rounds. Maybe
Okay, they are
stopping
going
him, man, but you never know.
Man.
Yeah, this fight is just pretty much what I expected. Old, slow Canelo versus young and inexperienced Jaime Munguia. I got Canelo winning the fight. Body shot for Canelo. Canelo ain't really doing too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't see Canelo really doing shit. You know what I mean? But he's doing enough to win. 1, 2 for Canelo Alvarez. Oh, man. This is hard to watch, dog. This ain't no more sparring. You gonna catch you another good upper? Yeah, you know, that's possible. Canelo way too better. Yeah, Canelo.
Let me see somebody else.
Better allergy relief for better boyfriending. Live Claritin
Let me
Clear.
see somebody else. What we got here?
Oh, good double jab. Yeah, Nello is trying to negate his busyness with the jab. That's smart. Because Jaime's going to come. He's trying to come out smoking. Oh, good jab by Nello. Nello done developed a beautiful. There you go, Nello. Nice clinch. Nice clinch. So he's stopping any momentum from Jaime. Jaime's strong. I can tell. He just, good jab. You're both exchanging jabs. Working. Right hand from. Good right hand from Canelo. Good jab. Oh, good uppercut. Good jab from Nello. Oh, good jab, Nello. Swim without getting wet. Oh, good jab, Nello. Right hand just missed from Jaime. Can't land, but shit. just can't land good at it. Canelo's like, I can't get a knockout, bro. Canelo's like, I can't get a knockout. He can't get a knockout, man. He hasn't knocked out anybody in a minute. It's just this weight class. 168 and 170, they're just
really
big guys. A minute, 30 seconds in the 11th. They keep clashing heads. Great head movement.
These type of fights you don't want to see. You don't want to see. They hype.
Here we go.
They don't live up to the expectation.
Oh, nice catch and shoot from
He's
Hame.
stunning him. It's
They
like,
both exchanging jabs. Good combination. Hame work. Oh, good uppercut from Nello.
what's next?
Oh, good flick. Flick of the jab. Good body shot. That's what Nello got to knock him out with. A body shot. The left to the body. Nello keep flicking that jab. It's beautiful. Oh, good head movement from Nello. There you go, Hame. Throw yours. He's missing, but I just throw him, bro. Dang, he cannot land. Canelo got some, just beautiful defense.
Oh, God. Here we go again. Another motherfucking... I don't know. I'll sit back with my team and we'll see what we got to go from here. What, it's going to be Canelo versus Floyd Mayweather 2?
Man. Hey, Jaime Munguia lasted to the 12th. He lasted to the 12th.
Whatever.
And stayed active and was working. I said, if you want to see a knockout, this is the fight you're going to see it.
Oh, God, I hate that.
He was dropped, but he wasn't knocked out. He was dropped, but he wasn't knocked out. He's still throwing. Not only is he standing, he's not just standing. He's busy. Standing and busy. Better than Charlo fight. Far better. Far. Ain't even a comparison. Far better than the Charlo fight. 118, 110. Yeah. Love you, B. Love you, boy. How does anyone have Munguia up? Hate for Canelo or maybe trolling y'all to make y'all irritate y'all. So.
I know
just having a good time. Sometimes people just having a good time, man. You know, man, I got Munguia up. You know what I mean? Just having a good time. Enjoying themselves. That's how some people enjoy themselves. I'm just be more moronic now. All right, here we go. 2 minutes, 40 seconds in the 12th. They both exchange left hooks.
I'm gonna have to go back.
Good left hook from Canelo. Oh, good combination, Canelo.
I'm about to get off here.
Munguia trying to knock Canelo out. Oh, good left to the body. Oh, they both exchanged lefts. Good head movement. See, he got better throughout the fight. That left to the body, bruh. I would have pissed on myself. Good combination, Jaime Munguia. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the 12th. They're fighting every second. Good right hand from. Hey, I'll tell you this. Canelo's stamina is fine. I'll tell you that right now. His stamina is fine. The whole stamina issue and all that must came from injuries or something, because his stamina is fine. Oh, good. It's just that Munguia's huge. Canelo's small. Oh, good combination from Nello. 1 minute, 35 seconds. Good right hand. Good uppercut. Okay. Jaime. Oh, good feint, Nello. Nello's like, I gotta get a good shot in. Oops, good right hand, Jaime. Jaime Munguia said, listen, I went 12 with Nello, bruh. And I was busy. Y'all can't tell me shit. Good right hand to the body. Good left hook upstairs from Nello. 1 minute left for the 12th. Oh, good right hand. Oh, shit. Jaime hurt. Jaime hurt. Hit him with a 1-2. Jaime's hurt. He's hurt. And Nello knows it. 50 seconds left. Oh, good left hook. Jaime got hurt with that right at the very end. He got hurt with the right at the very end, bruh. He still got hurt, though. Throwing his. Got hurt at the very end. Oh, good left hook from Nello. 30 seconds left. That's heart. That's decent chin, but mostly heart. Good right hand. Oh, decent defense though. That's the thing. You gotta give Jaime some love on the way he kind of took steam off Canelo's punches. Oh shit! That left hook right hand from Nello was just crippling. That uppercut to yeah, bro. Forget about it. That's it. Bam! Good right hand. He hurt Jaime at the end. Canelo looked at him and said, "Go ahead, dog." He said, "You go ahead, little man." He little brothered him. He looked at him like, "You know what, bro? You got all my respect." Unlike Jamel, he's like, "You got all my respect, cause I whipped your ass."
Yeah.
You hear me? I dropped you. I beat the hell out you, and you just, I gotta have it. That's the fight. That's the fight. Everybody enjoy your Cinco de Mayo. Have your tequila. I know y'all drunk anyway. Face flush red, right? Laughing, stomach full from barbecuing. Like y'all, hey, or cookout, whatever y'all call it. We call it a cue. Let me see. Nello can't beat Benavidez. They not fighting. And I believe we just saw that. We saw Nello versus Jaime Munguia. Floyd Canelo, 2 age versus experience without the knockdown. 10-1-1 Canelo. Yeah, I hear you. No, we didn't see Canelo versus Benavidez. We saw Canelo versus Jaime Munguia, right? We just saw we can't do that. Hey, we got a Benavidez victory. No, you didn't. We saw him whoop Jaime Munguia's ass. That's it. That's all we got. He whooped Jaime Munguia's ass. We would never get Benavidez versus Canelo. He ain't fighting him, bro. He ain't fighting him. And Benavidez is going to be at 175 and then go to cruiserweight. It's over with. That was a good fight, wasn't it? That was a good fight. Nello, I'm going to tell you what I found out about Nello, though. He's small. He hits big, but the thing is, 168, he's not 168 either. Canelo's 160. That's what I found out about Nello. He's fighting up. And when he goes to 175, that's too far. That's what I found out about Nello. When he goes to 175, it's too far. Nello ain't knocking out anybody. That's like when Pacquiao fought at welterweight. Pacquiao can swat and fantastic fighter, but 147, his power didn't, like people thought, oh, he knocked out Ricky Hatton. That was at 140. You know, he knocked out Cole. That was a catchweight 143. Oscar just dropped his dope. Let me see. Canelo versus Jamel next. Oh, Jamal. No, Jamal said he's about to retire. His heart ain't in it. I don't want to see somebody who heart ain't in it. I want to see like Jaime Munguia heart was in it. Let me see. All love to Canelo, but Jaime gave us the most fun Canelo fight since Triple G. Facts. You know what? Yep. I'm going to give because you know Canelo going to do what Canelo does. But it's only a good fight if both fighters are fighting. Give Jaime Munguia his love, dog. Give Jaime Munguia his love. This boy landed 50% of his power shots. Canelo did. It's like Pacquiao 147. That was an amazing fight. We just watched Jaime get better in real time. Yep. Tim Cheatham. 117, 110. 116, 111. 115, 120. I messed with all those. And still, Canelo Alvarez. There was a minute Canelo Alvarez was like, what? He looked. They said, and still. Canelo was like, oh, okay, because shit. You know, he's kind of. He saw Tim Cheatham was there. He was just like, and that's me, right? Okay, woo. Shit. Let me see. Best fight I've seen in years from Canelo. Best fight. Yeah. It was because Canelo was performing like that against Jamel. It takes two. Right, with Canelo. Showbiz, a boxing revolution. Yup, this boxing revolution. Yeah. The Mexicans. I can't click on the super chat now. Yeah, God bless it. Yeah, the Mexicans going crazy. You going crazy, man? Yeah. That's y'all champion, man. It's y'all champion. He said he take his time. Yep, because that's why he didn't burn out. Because if he would have burned out against that guy, smart. Yeah, take your time. Jaime McGill was busy all 12. He could mess around, hurt Canelo if Canelo got tired. He said, yeah. You can see her punch, she's a little slow. Why the most thug fighters got a light voice like Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson, Canelo, yeah, I'm not betting they just babies, bro. They like big ass babies. He said you respect all the Mexican fighters, not the best Mexican fighter ever. Yeah, because he's. I don't think so. He said he's the best right now. He said he's the best right now. But Dave Benavidez said he is the best Mexican fighter right now. But Dave Benavidez right there. Hey, and he's smiling too, like damn, you ain't getting away from Dave Benavidez, bro. Everybody gonna keep questioning. He's out on right now. You gonna rest. Enjoy his family. Everybody booing. Everybody booing. The money right. The money. He said we'll fight right now, I don't give a shit. Yeah, but money. When it comes to Benavidez, it gotta be money. He said right now I can do whatever I want. That's that bullshit. He said he's not Mexican. He said, and I'm Mexican. I love you, babe. He said I can do whatever I want. That's that silk pajamas. And I can do whatever I want. You're not gonna convince the people because they know David Benavidez is your doppelganger. That's like if Ali was like, I ain't gonna fight Joe Frazier. Everybody knows they're gonna boo that. That's who you should be fighting. Yeah, I mean, even if you're a Canelo fan, boy, lover, romance, in tune with him, you want him to fight. I mean, everybody's saying that he's afraid of him. I mean, don't you want to see that fight? No, I want to see another easy fight for Canelo. There's no way. If you sniff this, if you inhale his taint, you still want to see him against a good fighter, right? Like you want to see him against. Best fight, the best. I can't see the super. I can't see anything. Everything's like I can't see. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what y'all saying. It's like if y'all can see what I see. Hey, Bernard looks sick. Why you look sick? We all knew what was going to happen. Bernard looking like, you know what I mean? Yeah, Jaime McGee, you did everything. You maximized your potential. You actually impressed me a little bit. The loss hurts. Man, I'll be proud as hell. I'll be proud. That Jaime McGee gives a lot of people work. It's just a bad. He just tailor made for Canelo. But a lot. I'll tell you this, like somebody said, we watch Jaime McGee get better in real time. Yeah, I'm proud of Jaime McGee. I'm proud of Jaime McGee. Still one of my favorite fighters in the world, Jaime McGee. I'm still a huge fan of his. I like the way he got his in. I like the way he threw his. I like the way he threw his. Let me see. $100 Cash App. Because I couldn't see. I can't see the chat. And that is, man, brother. Damn, I'm going to give this to Ms. Biz, man. She sat down, watched the fight with me. Thank you. I'm giving this money to Ms. Biz. Love you, man. Brother, that's all Daryl wanted to say. Thank you, brother. I'm going to send this to Ms. Biz right now from Daryl. That was beautiful, man. She sat down and her fighter won and she's excited. You know, about to go to bed, took knocks in the box upstairs. I'm going to send this right to her Cash App. So I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. If you guys are sending super chats, I'm so sorry because I can't even read the chat. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. I hope you enjoyed the live stream commentary. It was a very successful night in the live stream, which usually means it's a very successful night for pay-per-views and Canelo Alvarez. So hopefully they release the pay-per-view numbers next week and we can talk about that. But not only a great performance by Canelo Alvarez, the best performance I can imagine from Jaime McGee, which equaled a fantastic fight to watch. It was fantastic and a lot of fun. So thank you guys for showing up and showing out. Showbiz adult. I'm out. Oh my goodness, Canelo. Nobody can beat this Canelo.
Oh shit. I really sat here and ain't saying shit. What the fuck am I doing? Damn. Well, anyways, Jaime McGee lost. Canelo won.
David beats Canelo. The Canelo we saw tonight, David beats him. And I don't even think it'll be a hard fight for David. David would like stop him, bro. Like 7, 8 rounds, bro. Canelo ain't shit. Canelo ain't no good fighter. He got 3 punches. He was waiting for Munguia. Munguia don't got no power at 68. He's more of a 160 type of guy. David Benavidez would walk over Canelo, bro. If y'all don't see that, unsubscribe from my channel. Just block me and shit. David Benavidez hurts Canelo, bro. Like, really quick, too. You crazy if you think that Canelo does anything with David. He can't do shit with David. That's why he didn't want to fight him. Hey, notice how every time they bring up David, what is Canelo saying? He said, oh, I fought Mayweather, I fought Cotto, I fought Lara. What the fuck that got to do with David? Every time they bring up David, all Canelo ever says is, I fought Mayweather, I fought Lara. What are you talking about, dog? You're not answering the question. Every time they ask Canelo Alvarez about David Benavidez, the first thing he says is, I fought Lara, what the fuck you talking about, dog? Answer the question, pussy. Answer the question. We didn't ask you what your resume is. Dick eater. We asked you, why don't you fight that man sitting in the crowd? Yeah, and he lost to Triple G. He lost to Lara, he lost to Mayweather. He lost to Miguel Cotto. So what are you talking about, dog? Every time they ask Canelo about David Benavidez, all he says is, I fought Cotto. What does that mean?
Wow.
Thank you for the cash that Mr. Rasim on top says, Plant beats Canelo, and David puts him in the grave. Rasim on top, thank you for the cash app, bro. I appreciate the cash app. Ricardo Galvan says, damn, Canelo will get killed by David, bro. You're right. Thank you for the cash app, bro. Joshua says, the media love Canelo because he looks white. Yo, that, I don't know why that's funny, but that is very funny. The media loves Canelo because he looks white. You know what? A lot of his fans like him because of that too. They wish their kids look like Canelo. A lot of Canelo fans' kids, they wish their kids came out with the same complexion as Canelo, looking white as hell.
Yep.
Yo,
Anyway.
DF Motivation, he says David's size and reach will be a problem, and his power will be a problem. Yeah. That's why he didn't want to fight him. Triple G beat him. Canelo is dodged. Yeah. Absolutely agree with you, bro. Yo, Sapo, this hasn't been a time in Canelo's where he would. Yo, Sapo, there hasn't been a time in Canelo's career where he would beat David, and he knows it. Rocky Rose, you're right. Munguia fought the whole fight like he did with the first 3 rounds, he would have won. Yeah, but you know what? Canelo started timing him. Lewis McLean, Canelo started timing him, and, you know, Canelo is a veteran. I'll give him that. My father was a fan of Canelo Alvarez until I told him the facts. Some people don't know about boxing, dog. But no, God bless your father.
All right, man, I'm off of here.
No, they didn't let Benavidez confront him. Canelo didn't knock out Jaime because...
I'm off of here. It's Trap God.